Hey, what's going on today, YouTube? MemphisMike, and I'm coming to you out here on the patio today. It is Friday. I believe it is March 20th, I believe. Let's just talk about motorcycling and all this coronavirus stuff. I know other YouTubers have talked about it, and I've kind of purposefully not watched their videos as to not copy or say the same thing they did. But what I want to know is, man, that's good coffee. French press, only way to go. You know, what I want to know is, let's just talk about this for a minute. Coronavirus, and how will it affect us, or will it affect you as a motorcyclist? And what do I mean by that? Well, you know, it's March. Many of you, especially up north in the colder climates, you've been looking forward to warmer temperatures, maybe getting out and touring. And, you know, is this going to affect touring and what we can do on the bikes? Now, I think we can still ride locally, maybe. Some of your areas may be complete lockdown. In Memphis, as of last night, they have in the city shut down bars and restaurants, encouraging them to go to takeout only. And I'll tell you, I feel bad for those servers, chefs, dishwashers. You know, some people, that's their only source of income. I feel really bad about that. I hate to see that. Some of you may even be suffering with your job right now with this coronavirus thing. But let's talk about it. Is this going to affect us as motorcyclists, do we think? And this is kind of open-ended vlog right here, just for a few minutes. It's like me, this is my first day of vacation. I'm off for a week. So I was looking forward to maybe hopping on the bike, doing a little touring, maybe hit a little Deals Gap, hit the Dragon area, so forth and all that. But now I'm concerned about going because of all these restrictions and things and all that. I'm not, well, let me back up and say, I am concerned about the virus, but I am not in a state of panic and hysteria like many are. I think we should take it serious, no doubt. But is it going to affect you as a motorcyclist, and whether you decide to light out and go out of town, do a trip and so forth? You know, in the Goldwing community, I just saw something like Spring Fling was canceled. I don't know exactly what that is. I get the emails, but I've never attended. But, you know, there's rallies that'll be coming up, I'm sure. You know, Americade coming up in June. I was actually planning to go to that. You know, is that going to affect this? You know, other rallies in your area that, you know, maybe shut down. I mean, down in Florida, they shut down Daytona there. Man, I hate to see that. A lot of vendors losing a lot of money, everything. I just hate to see that. But is this going to affect you as far as your decision to get out and tour a little bit? Like I say, we may be able to find hotels, which actually I looked in the East Tennessee area. Yes, I can get a hotel, but then when it comes down to finding places to go eat and so forth, those resources may be a little bit limited. However, you know what? I am not opposed to getting takeout, bringing it back to my hotel, sitting in my room and eating. I mean, when I go and ride, I'm going to ride. I'm not going for the attractions, you know, that sort of thing. But, you know, there's some of those trips I do like to see a few attractions, but mostly I'm going to ride and do that. But with all this coronavirus going on, how is this going to affect you? What are your thoughts on this right now regarding that? And I'm talking about motorcycle, I'm talking about touring, whether it's a 2-day, 3-day, a 5-day, maybe you were planning that 30-day lifetime dream trip. You know, even some campgrounds are closing down. I believe the KOA campgrounds are still open for the most part, but there are some places that they're not even allowing camping now. I know some of you guys like to do that. My buddy Steve Saunders up in Michigan, I believe, you know, he's a huge camper, and a lot of you do the same thing as well. I personally am not a camper, but, you know, there are different things that could affect this. So I'm just wondering, you know, what is your take on all this right here? Are you going to stay home? Are you going to cancel? Are you going to say, the heck with it? I'm going. I don't care. I mean, let's face it. What better therapy and social distancing than to get out on your motorcycle and go and ride and not be around people? So, I just want to do a quick check-in with you. Didn't get out riding that well. I have been riding a little bit today. It's drizzling outside. So I just thought, you know what? I'll just come to the backyard and sit down and figure out what's going on. But I'd like to hear from you. Is this something that's going to impact your touring? It may be a forced thing eventually for us, but as of right now, what's your take on it? I'm fortunate. I am hoping that it does not affect my job. My wife is in the healthcare industry. She's an RN. I'm sure it will not affect her except for working a little bit longer hours maybe and so forth. So, and I'll tell you what, if this is affecting your job, I feel really bad for folks. We can say what we want. We can argue all we want about what the government's doing, what they're calling for, but it's a reality. It's here. Life as we know it has kind of come to a halt. So we got to deal with it. We got to go with it. And folks, I just want to tell you, I appreciate you watching. Appreciate you hanging out there. Let's be encouraged, man. Let's go. The stock market's dropping out the bottom. You can't find toilet paper anywhere. Grocery stores are emptying their shelves everywhere. It's not times like that we are used to in our times, And I just want to tell you, appreciate you guys and hang in there. You may or may not be a religious person, but I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I know who holds tomorrow. Appreciate you watching. This is MemphisMike. I will. See you later.